MAF Uganda mostly flies into places which suffered war. It mostly flies to those places like camps where there are refugees, both from Uganda and from Sudan, from Congo. There are places like Adjumani, Bidibidi, where there is the biggest camp in Uganda. So you'll find that mostly they're in places where people who suffered war and they have no homes. Very many people up there, they are hurting because of the war they went through. Many people, they lost their children, they never saw their fathers. They lost their fathers, they lost their mothers. So it's like they have that trauma. We flew Flame International. They went to the region called Arua, a group of 8. They went and they were invited by a certain church. So many people were invited to come and listen. Very many people received healing. Some of them had refused to forgive because what happened to the war. They were left motherless, fatherless, they are poor, they have not got education because they have no parents. So by the end, so that these guys, the 8 of people of Flame International, they took the workshop was about healing, trauma healing. So by the time it ended, very many people had got relieved, they received healing, they forgave. So MAF has touched people spiritually. If it wasn't for MAF, people wouldn't go there. So MAF Uganda has been able to take the gospel in that form. So MAF goes to places where the roads are not good. The challenge is there is what they call feeder roads in Uganda, the small roads which enter into the villages. That is the biggest challenge. The roads are not maintained. They have problems with food, water problems. There is no good education for the children. We fly there like World Food Program, World Vision. Those are the programs which are really helping nutrition and education to children. Otherwise, children will be malnourished because the humanitarians and mission partners we fly there, it has made their life easy. They reach those places safely and faster, and also delivering things which make lives easy, like training techniques and livelihood support. And this has changed people and it has lifted them up out of poverty for good. The first lockdown 2020, there is a district called Kasese district in the western part of Uganda. They have 4 big rivers, so their banks were busted. So MAF, the disaster response team, and they flew some donations which were provided by the Prime Minister's office and other NGOs, like water, food, medicines, beddings, because they lost everything. They have no blankets, no bed sheets, no food, no water. So MAF came in. MAF did many flights in and out. We can pray that we also, MAF Uganda, to have good relationships with Civil Aviation Authority to make everything easy. Sometimes they delay paperwork. There's a time when we were stopped to fly like internationally. We could fly only domestically. And working on papers, you take them, they first refuse them, go back and do this, change this. So it delayed us for 1 year. We couldn't get out of Uganda. We could just fly domestically. So to have good relationships with Civil Aviation Authority to understand exactly what we are doing, the way we touch people's hearts. And another thing also, that some of the airfields where we fly are not under Civil Aviation Authority, they are under local government. You'll find they are not well maintained. So sometimes right now they first close them because they are not in good shape. And when we close them, some partners will be affected. It means we can't fly in that region because we have nowhere to land. So it's my prayer that either the Civil Aviation Authority takes over all the airfields so that they are well maintained and our work can continue. Then for our partners, my prayer is that the government will favor them because they are doing good work. But sometimes the conditions can be hard for them. What I mean is the government favor them so that the projects can continue, because the more they continue, the more up there the people are served and the more they get happy. MAF Uganda, sometimes we fly churches taking them, going up, down the north, because really people need counseling. They need to hear the word of God. They need to feel that love. So my prayer is for the church, God to bless the church so that they can be able to continue to go to reach the people because they need love. Thank you. I would like to pray for the rest of the world that are doing this kind of work like MAF Uganda is doing, and for God's provision to provide so that the world, people who are hurting can be reached and touched by the love of Jesus Christ.